Hello, everyone. This is the program of Kin's YouTube channel about the purchasing real estate in Toronto. So today I have invited Christine Yun. She is the director of 101 Migration. They are specific on immigrations, especially the ICRC program to come to Canada. And I'm inviting her today and let her explain what is the current policy, which is the ICRC offer for the Hong Kong residents, and what is the coming new policy from the ICRC offer to Hong Kong residents. Hello, Christine. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kin. Hello, very nice to meet you and everyone else here as well, too. Thank you for having me.
Could you please explain what is the current policy and the new policy for Hong Kong residents that they are planning to study, work, or permanently residence in Canada, please?
Sure. Yes, there are a number of new procedures that are in place currently at the moment. One thing is that the government would like to be able to bring Hong Kong people into Canada sooner than before. And what that means is that they're speeding up the processing applications for, say, passports, student permits, work visas, sponsorship, etc. So that is something very positive because we want to be able to bring these people in sooner. And another thing is that I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but Canada has closed its borders to those who are not Canadians. But if you are a Hong Kong person who actually is now a permanent resident of Canada or a citizen, you are able to have your family members come and visit. However, you just need to be mindful that if the family members do come visit, there is a 14-day quarantine. And in addition, a few days ago, there has been a new measure, which is that if people come into Canada, they would have to stay in a designated hotel for 3 days, and the fee of that would be $2,000. Okay. And in addition, for those who are already in Canada, Hong Kong residents, and maybe you're on like a student permit or a work visa or something, and you see that's about to expire, you can actually apply for an extension, and the fee for that would actually be waived. And finally, there is an IEC program, the International Experience Class Program. That is actually for those who want to come here for 1 or 2 years. If you already have a job offer in place, then normally it is actually closed for a time period. But for those Hong Kong residents who have this job offer, they are able to still come in on the IEC.
Nice. And Christine, may I ask, what is the qualification for the current and the new programs? Oh, have we spoke about the new program of the new Hong Kong immigration scheme yet?
No, not yet, and that's actually truly exciting. I really want to share that with everyone. Now, we don't have all the details yet, but I can tell you, though, that the one new thing that I want to really get into everyone's head is that there's going to be an open 3-year work permit that will be available, like actually extended to those who have graduated from certain schools in the last 5 years. So whether you're in Canada or in Hong Kong, if you're a Hong Kong resident, then you have the chance to come here on a 3-year open work visa. And that's very special because normally work visas are tailored to certain employers only, but with an open one, you can come and you'll be able to change jobs throughout these 3 years period. Yeah. And at the same time, also want to tell you that there are 2 new routes for Hong Kong residents to become permanent residents of Canada. And this is, again, truly exciting. So one of them is that if you have 1 year's work experience in approved work, then you would be able to apply for permanent residence into Canada, and that's something extremely rare. And the second one's for students. If you graduated from certain schools in Canada, you can also apply for permanent residence as well, too. Now, again, these ones are completely new, and they're very special.
That's very delightful. I want to know what is the qualification, both as the current scheme and the coming soon new schemes of applying for the permanent residence, open permit, and the work and study permit to Canada, Christine.
Sure. Well, unfortunately, as I said, the new ones, I can't tell you too much yet because the information is not yet there, but I'd love to share with everyone once it is available. What I can do, though, is to tell you if you want to come and study, first of all, because that is one of the paths to permanent residence afterwards. One thing is that come study. And first of all, you just need to go and find a school that's a DLI, a Designated Learning Institute. And once you find that, you have to have them issue a letter to you, a letter of acceptance, and show the government that you have enough funds to support yourself during your time of study. And that would be about $10,000 Canadian per year, and that's excluding tuition fees. But at the same time, you can also bring your family members. And if you do, just remember that you need to be able to have about $4,000 per family member. And if you want to have more, that's an extra $3,000 per year for that family member as well, too. So once they come and you study, they can also work and study as well too. And if we're talking about, say, a work visa, now normally for open work visas, it's a little bit more complicated. Yes, if your spouse, they can do that if you're already on a visa. But for you yourself, for example, a lot of times what happens is that students graduate from a university here at DLI, and some of them would have this other permit where you're allowed to go and apply for like up to a 3-year open work visa, and you can start working for other employers. Otherwise, there are work visas that are only tailored to certain specific employers where the employer would have to get an LMIA. It's a little bit more of a complicated process, and they would also need to pay a fee as well too. So the open work visa, as I mentioned before, it's wonderful. There's a lot of flexibility.
That's awesome. And I want to know about both the current scheme and the new schemes. Can they sponsor their family members, include their spouse and their dependent children, Christine?
Yes, the good thing about it is if you are on a work visa or on a student permit, you are able to bring your family. When I say family, that means your spouse, your common law partner, and your dependent children. And dependent children are those usually under age of 22.
Oh, very excited to coming to Canada. They really want to get into how long is that wait before they could land in Canada?
Well, right now, all I can say is that generally for study permits, it takes about 4 months, and work permits about 3 to 4 months. But again, as I had mentioned, the government is trying to speed things up. So hopefully it's going to be shorter than that.
No problem. Thank you for Christine for such a detailed and clear explanation of the latest and the current new policy that the ICRC of Canada government, which is offered to Hong Kong residents today. If you have any questions about immigrant to Canada, please feel free to talk to Christine. I will post her link below how to contact her. And if you have anything about Toronto real estate purchase, sale, and rental, please don't hesitate to give me a text, WhatsApp, or give me a call. And thanks for watching for today. Bye-bye.